Hello everybody on YouTube. It is a wonderful day for a Metroid fan because they just announced Metroid Prime 4 and a remake of Metroid 2 Return of Samus for the 3DS. I've been working on a project for a while, so it's actually coincidental that, this was just announced when I was almost done with this project. Cut to the chase about the references about Metroid. There's not much to say. They're going to be very brief. These alien creatures that were based off the Xenomorphs themselves, And also in Metroid Fusion, there are these creatures called the Nemesis. They are pretty much inspired by the Xenomorphs themselves, where these Nemesis are crawling in the vents. It reminds me in Aliens where the Xenomorphs are crawling in the vents, and of course I think in the movie there was a few times where, they squirt acid out of their mouths, but it's a little different, but still. And of course, everybody knows that Metroids were heavily inspired by the Xenomorphs, and they are not like the Xenomorphs, but they are in similar ways. What they have in common is their life cycles. In the first stage of evolution, the larva stage, they both latch onto their prey, but unlike the Xenomorphs, where the facehuggers does implantation of an embryo, absorbs the life force. And then after that, like Xenomorphs, they go through shedding the skin and going through different stages of life cycle. Another Aliens reference, it could be a reference, but it maybe is not a reference, and that is Adam and Hal from 2001 Space Odyssey. Both are AIs. Well, in Adam's case, he's an AI who was based off Samus' mentor. And because they couldn't get rid of a military mind, that they transferred his memories or his intelligence on a machine. But they don't treat him like a human being. They treat him like a machine. Adam, the artificial intelligence, will feel like he's a nobody, he's not a person. So in Samus, shows humanity towards Adam and reminds him, like, I was this person once. So it appealed to him who he once was. Even though he's not the real Adam, he has his memories and his, and his intelligence and his abilities. He's just no longer a person. But like I said, it could be a reference to Hal, or it could not. That is debatable. And then there's actually some scenes, I think it's a complete reference to Aliens. There was a scene where, Ripley's escaping from the destruction of, the colony, from the reactor. And when she gets to the pad, there's no Bishop. And, you're like, crap, I'm trapped, there's no escape, and the alien queen is coming. Well, at the end of Metroid Fusion, you're escaping, and you're running down the corridors, and you get to the hangar, there is no ship for rescue. Like, crap, what am I going to do? I'm stuck here. And then the Metroid comes out, and you're like, shit. I think it was a combined of both scenes from Aliens, where there's the battle in the hangar and there's the escape scene. I think it's like a combination of the two. That's also like based off The Thing. Like the X-Parasites are actually based off The Thing. It's a liquefied creature that can mimic its host. The X-Parasite, I wouldn't say it's a total carbon copy of the Thing, but it's just the similarities and characteristics of it. It's a liquefied creature. It mimics the host perfectly, but it can also morph into a more diabolical creature of what it was.